crushed that snack today. Crushed it. What is up, y'all? Today on Friday Fuel, I am walking out here enjoying the weather. I thought I'd mix it up. I figured you guys were probably pretty tired of my house. And I decided to go walking. I'm here at Woodstock Park today over at Woodstock on this trail. And I decided to get some endorphins in. Okay, so today on today's Friday Fuel, I wanted to talk about the new year. It is 2022. Happy New Year to you guys. And here's the thing. I know a lot of you are wanting to start fresh. Fresh with the new year, fresh with life. I know a lot of us are had a sugar overload, or maybe one too many alcoholic beverages, and that's great. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. So I really wanted to dive in here today and talk about some ways that I would tell anybody on how to start fresh with the new year. Just simple, basic ways to get going. Because here's the deal, I know everyone's still just as busy. We didn't get less busy in the new year. The holidays are nuts, don't get me wrong. But everyone still has their jobs and their kids, and everyone's still sticking around, and we still have busy lifestyles, but we feel gunky. Here is what I would recommend. What I'm going to go over in this video, I'm going to give 3 overview tips that you have to establish first before you dive into the practicals. And there is 5 practicals I'll go over. First overview tip. And before you get started on anything in the new year, number 1 is establish your why. Yeah, your why. And I know that may sound overused and maybe even a little cliche, but in establishing your why, the why is what establishes the discipline muscle when all of this hype and motivation in the new year goes away. Because that is what's going to kick on and get you moving when you're all snugly in bed and your alarm goes off at 5 a.m. and you got to go work out, but it is raining and it's cold. Yeah, we've all been there. We all know what we want to do. We want to hit snooze, right? But your why is going to sneak into your brain and say, no, dude, you got to get up and get moving because you're worth it. And remember your why we started this. Why did we start? All right. So that's number 1. Your why is going to kick on that discipline muscle down the road. And that's why we're here. We're here for a long time. We want these goals to keep going and keep us going. Now, number 2 is find support. Who is going to be your support person, your accountability person? It can be anybody. Right? It can be your mom, it can be your husband and your wife or your spouse, whoever, your girlfriend, your kid, your sister, your best friend, whoever it is that is going to keep you accountable, that you're going to tell them about what you're doing, about what you're moving towards, right? So call your best friend, hey, these are my goals. I am serious. And I want to stick to them, and there are going to be times where I'm weak, and I need you to help me remember why I started this. So please help me stay accountable, because everyone needs support. It's really hard to do any sort of health and wellness journey alone, and you're not supposed to do it alone. At the end of the day, it's still you, but we're social beings, and we need accountability and help to keep going. Okay, so let's talk general tip number 3. All right, so the third one here is establishing what is sustainable for you, okay? And that means keeping expectations in a proper range. And look, you're gonna have an honest conversation with yourself. What can I hold on to? Okay, because the only diet that works is the one that you can stick to, right? There's a ton of diet plans out there, a lot, and they end. And when they end, you're oh, what happens now? and then everyone gains all this weight back and they lose all this progress and you're like, oh my God. No, but we are here to establish lifestyle changes and habits that we can hold on to. That's why baby steps are so important, because baby steps are maintainable. You can always take a baby step, but a giant leap into a new life, more often than not, it's not sustainable. We can't hold on to that. And then we feel defeated and depleted, and it's a whole other rabbit hole we don't have time for, right? We're starting here with a new year, and so we're going to have an honest conversation with ourselves. What can I maintain? It's the small steps that lead us to success. It's not the giant leaps, because that's exhausting. Believe me. Cool. Those are the 3. Now let's talk about the literal 5s, the literal goals that I would say would start you off fresh right off the bat. All right. So if you want to break this down into like a plan of like starting fresh 22, fresh 22, whatever you want to call it, like be super snazzy about it, get yourself hype, it's fine. The first one that I would tell anybody to get started is like, can you just nail drinking all your water every day? All your water meaning what I would recommend and what is normally suggested is half your body weight in ounces of water. So establishing that, if you want to work on just 1 week of, hey, you know what I can hold on to? Just getting my daily water goal done. And that's it. Just do that. Rock it, right? Own it. That's wonderful. There's so many studies that show that when we are hydrated and we drink our water and we keep our body hydrated and flourishing and lovely, hydrating all our cells that need to function for us, weight loss works just like that, right? Like, it is just one of the key components of drinking a lot of water to weight loss. And whether that's your goal or not, no one loses by being very hydrated. Okay, let's just say that. Everyone wins when they're hydrated, no matter what your goals are. So go ahead and nail your water. Okay, so now number 2 is go ahead and keep yourself prepared with easy grabbable snacks that are healthy, okay? So whatever that means, whatever you like, right? Like, let's say you like yogurt. Okay, go ahead and grab yourself the pre-made cups of yogurt. Go grab them so that they're already there in the fridge. You just have to grab and go, right? Or, go ahead and buy like pre-packaged things if that's going to make your life easier. I'm not asking you to, meal prep or anything. If that's too much and you're just getting started, fine, but make it easy and convenient for you. So if it's like mixed nuts, great. If it's already like chopped veggies that you can take on the go, great. Whatever it is that you like, just read those ingredients. You know how I am about ingredients and reading your labels. Make sure you know what those ingredients are, and it's not like a 30 itemized list on the back. But go ahead and check yourself. Make sure oh God, I just got hit in the face with gnats. Ew. Okay, as I was saying, keep things easily available to you. So for example, like that first tip with getting in your water, keep your water bottle with you. Keep water everywhere so that you don't have an excuse to not be drinking your water. Same with like not having an excuse to not having healthy snacks. Now, tip number 3, eat your veggies. Okay, add in more vegetables. I don't care what diet plan you look up, it is always surrounded around eating your veggies and drinking your water. Right? So this is not anything new, and I'm not asking you to cut out anything else. I'm not. All I'm saying is add more vegetables into your diet and eat the ones you like. Like, look, if you don't like a whole lot, that's okay, but make sure you are eating the ones that you do like. Those vegetables want to do so many great things for your body. Let me just say that they are filled with nutrients that Mother Earth put in there for us to eat and make us thrive, and it's wonderful. The key is vegetables. I'll stand on the hill forever and say it. So add in more veggies. Add them in wherever you can. Make it easy so you can still love life. Just asking you to add in some veg, it's gonna do you some good, I promise. Okay, now number 4 is go ahead and write what your eating down. The key is mindfulness here, okay? And I know that word's thrown around a lot, and everyone's like, okay, I'm being mindful, I'm present, like, whatever. And obviously, no, you're not, because you're super angry. So when I say be mindful about what you're eating, I'm not saying you don't have to track your macros. You don't have to do any of that. I know that can be overwhelming if you've never done it before. People get kind of crazy around numbers, and that's fine. But when you write it down, you're able to understand what it is that you're eating. We're usually rushing while we're eating. But if we just take a second to write down on a piece of paper or in your phone, on an app, whatever, take a second to write down what you're eating. The more detailed you are about it, the more information you'll get out of it. So you can look back on the day and you can say, did I eat any vegetables today? Nope. No, I didn't. So if I'm feeling kind of bad and I haven't pooped in a few days, there's your answer. Or, did I eat anything home cooked today? Nope. I ate out all day long and I have been so rushed and stressed over the hill. We are then more mindful about here are the key problems as to why I don't feel good. Here are the things that need to change to help me get to my goals. When you bite it, you write it. All right, simple as that. Write down what you're eating. I don't care how. You can buy a fancy journal. You can grab a napkin and just write it down. Just be mindful about what you're putting into your body so that we have more information as to why you feel the way that you do. All right, now let's talk about number 5, okay? Number 5 that I would say to anybody, if you're just getting started into this new year, starting fresh, I know things are still crazy, still just trying to keep it all together. So I want you to focus on just one meal out of your day, to just really go for it and nail it, okay? And I don't care which one it is. It could be breakfast, lunch, or dinner. But I just want you to make a commitment to you saying, hey, you know what? This one meal is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna have all 3 macros. I'm gonna have a protein, a fat, and a carb. I'm gonna have veggies on that plate, or whatever it is that's going to fuel your energy, that's going to kick your day off going well, to fuel you to thrive. I just want you to commit to one meal. The rest can go to hell. If you can't get the rest of them, that's fine. All right, that I just want you to nail one, because I want you to have some sort of win in your day. When we just get one win, then we will have some sort of motivation to keep going the next day. Because I know it can be demoralizing when you just have one day where you're like, nope, nothing went right. Nothing, not a thing. Okay, well, let's just get one meal right, okay? Even if it's a snack, just get one snack right. And when I say right, I mean when it's a meal or it's food that you're gonna feel good after eating it. And when I say that, you're like, well, I feel good when I eat pizza. Okay, temporarily, but let's be real. Okay, let's be real as adults here. Making sure you're eating foods that you feel good about, that you can say, hey, you know what? I crushed that snack today. Crushed it. That's what I'm looking for. So do yourselves some favors in that regard. That's my tip for number 5. All right, y'all, that is all I have for you today on today's Friday Fuel. I hope you enjoyed it. Take these tips, establish your whys, get your accountability partner, whether it's me, whether it's your mom or your husband, whatever. Find that person, have those honest conversations with yourself, take those literal goals, establish them into your routines, and you're gonna crush it in 2022. Let's go hit those goals because you can do it. All right, I'll see y'all next time.